Welcome into the Bullshit Pretend Friends Fantasy Basketball Podcast. We are back after a fucking huge week one. I'm Gordo. Burgs is with me. We are your hosts. How are you, mate?
Look, I'm not angry.
Glory of the 9th degree.
I'm not angry today. Just disappointed.
Disappointed.
Me sack of potatoes couldn't get over the line for a fluke win. Crouch's balls would have been sweatier and smellier than Baker's on this, like yesterday and today. I'll fucking tell you right now. But we're on to Crouch. I don't mind giving Crouch credit because he's always good in a matchup. So you escaped. Enjoy the escape because it would have been pretty embarrassing if you lost, to be honest.
The history books are just going to say that he won 6-3.
Yeah, well, that's just how it is.
Any deeper into that, I guess, as far as that's concerned?
No, pretty much. Just he ticks it off and moves on, and I stress about Owen a bit longer.
Someone else stressing about Owen, that surprising us. I tell you what, I did not have both Matt and Aaron being Owen candidates after.
Yes, well, welcome to the club, fellas. It's not a fun one, so. Yeah, but it could have been much worse for Bahrain, definitely, couldn't it?
This is a hilarious choke by both of them because
Markkinen in a blowout gets 3 boards, comes back on even though they're 30 points down and still can't get a board in true Markkinen style.
I was watching that game and he got out hustled for a rebound by Drew Eubanks 3 times.
He was like getting his inner Brolo in, He was just like, I'm Brolo today. I'm 7 foot, don't rebound.
And Matt just not replacing Jimmy Butler.
Getting short. The old I slept in fucking thing, right? I thought he was just unlucky, but yeah, he slept in.
He reckons he just slept through it.
Wow. Yeah, well, unlucky, brother.
Kelly Olynyk's 6 rebounds are just sitting there on the waiver wire.
Yeah, so he would have, surely he would have picked someone up, right? Like, Brain's that type of bloke.
Yeah, he would have. He went to, he said he went to, and he got in about a minute too late.
Well, it was like my matchup with Mitchell being out. It wasn't official. And I was waiting, I was checking every minute, and then 9:33 or 34 it came through. And then I couldn't play Burks. And if I played Burks, I would have drawn. So that sucks a bit, but so I'm fully on board Baker's changing it to tip off, even though I was fuck off Baker. I mean, it's just unlucky really. I should just put him on and taken the risk, I guess. But Brain's probably Brain just slept in, I guess.
I feel like there could just be a contingency with that for players getting listed out in those 10 minutes.
Yeah, definitely, mate. I think it should be. But, we did say no changes, so it has to be a proper rule change.
Well, the change that we did make, you guys made, was no more. I forgot to set my lineup, so I guess we just won't get into that.
Yeah, I think it's just unlucky to move on. Nothing really much you can say about it. I don't, a draw is still not much for me. It's just more funny for Dan. Crouch.
Having 2 draws in week 1 would have been fucking.
Yeah, it would have been hilarious. Now, obviously, there was another person who played a little bit short this week, and there's a couple of funny things about it. That he probably could have played even shorter and won. But played a couple of players that ended up getting 13 turnovers between them, and he lost turnovers by 4. Levine has the perfect fantasy game for Simo.
I couldn't believe Levine's eating dick for 2 games this year, and then comes out and drops 50 on the Pistons.
It was a real Colin Sexton
point loss.
It was a real Colin Sexton type game too. Nothing else but what the stats that he needed, points and field goal and threes. It was hilarious. Sucked in Serge. That's what you get, mate.
Getting 50 touches for the Gold Coast.
Yeah, it's basically what it is, mate. They didn't even win. That's the worst part about that
They
51.
lost by 16 points to the
Dude.
fucking Detroit Pistons.
Mate, the Bulls, it's got to happen, right? They've just got to rebuild, right? Fuck me.
The latest rumor is they're going to trade for James Harden. So.
Oh my god. Oh fuck. Yeah. Well, yeah. It's probably what they deserve, to be honest. God, what a disgusting franchise. They've had one good era in their fucking existence. My god.
Oh, I love that city.
Imagine if they didn't have MJ. Imagine if they didn't have the MJ era. What a disgusting franchise they would be.
They had one good year of Derrick Rose.
Yeah, that's I'm talking about, and like every team has one half decent year. Like if they literally didn't have that MJ era, they're just lucky they did, right? Fuck me. I'd hate to support Chicago.
That's the difference between Chicago Bulls and the Phoenix Suns, pretty much. It's
Yeah.
Michael Jordan.
Yeah, pretty much, right?
Sacramento, like.
Yeah, no, it's what it is. It is what it is, right? They still got, they still had that era, but fuck me.
Fucked in that.
So going through the rest of the matchups, obviously, you knocked off Richo. Didn't really follow that. Didn't really follow that matchup.
Yeah.
But there was some funny stuff out of it, I think.
You have.
No.
Richo essentially conceded after day 2 or something.
Yep. Good.
Probably ended up being closer than I would have liked today, but regulation win to start.
Like I said, the first week, if you're going for it, you just got to get past it. It's a lot of there's a lot more luck involved because of less games.
Yeah, hard to judge like how your team actually went when we played 7 less games.
Yeah, I know we'll get through. We'll get to this new segment we're doing, but
9 less games.
My God, as one player for Richo's team today, probably had the worst game you've ever seen in fantasy. And I think we're going to get to that later, right?
Yeah. We'll hang on to that one for.
Yeah. Hold your seats for that one. Jesus. So obviously Buddha got past Strobes. I think.
And how? And fucking how?
Was he meant to win? Yeah, I don't know. This was a weird matchup.
The percentages are disgusting.
Yeah, 40% field goal
is disgusting.
30 and 29, 31 and 29 threes. My God, bro. Buddha had good assists. Blocks 9. Well, turnovers weren't too bad. Points are pretty average. So it wasn't, but what a weird matchup that is. Wow.
Buddha drew blocks with Jaren Jackson.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. JJJ 9.
Buddha 9 for the week.
Yeah.
9 blocks for the week. Buddha had 9. So,
yeah, well, we all know, you go after Sabonis and all these other guys, you're not really going for blocks, are you? So I think Sabonis had a half decent steal week this week, by the way.
He must have for Buddha get 27.
Yeah, I think he did, mate, because he was going on about it the other day.
He had 4 steals in 2 games.
Yeah, which is like double what he usually does. So yeah, fair enough. But yeah, Buddha gets the win and moves on. He gets to play me next week.
Every 2-0.
Hypothetically would have lost to me, by the way. On a side
note. Okay. Bring the hypothetical loss.
I know we all love a hypothetical matchup, but yes, he would have definitely lost to me. So I'm looking forward to that now. He'll go on about, it was a short week. You had players go off, and you know what Buddha's like, mate. You'll fucking go off his head about it. But we move on. He won. Obviously, we had the tie. Similar we talked about, and obviously Shaky beating Baker. No surprises. It's actually not as far away, further. If Baker actually played the games cap, would have been a lot closer than what it looks, by the way.
Would it? All I see is 8-1.
Well, yeah, look, 4 steals difference. 70 points probably too far. 9 threes maybe. He could have won a few more. He could have won probably 2 more if he got lucky. Probably not much else by the looks of it. But it wasn't.
Maybe if he played Tyrese Maxey's fucking big game today, that would.
Yeah, well, they were the players that were on his bench, right? So
yeah, leaving 34 points on 60% shooting, 3 threes.
Yeah. So it was
3 rebounds, 7 assists, block.
He probably would have played Ivy, Maxey, and Benedict, no doubt, and probably wouldn't have mattered. But that's just on Baker, like it would have mattered. So you can't come out, you can't use the T word for him not playing enough games, but it's still a bad look. And I said that to him. I mean, he messaged me, and I was like, mate, it's still a bad look. Like if it was a lot closer than what it was, you're putting yourself in danger by not setting your match up in advance. You can set your match up in advance, mate. Your players up in advance. There's no way you should have at least Maxi on the bench. You should just set him for the whole week. You're not taking him off. Set him for the whole year, mate. Yeah, you can do that, mate. You can go through your dailies and put your team every day and change it. So that's just, I don't know. I know you haven't used Fairtrax for a year or anything, but you can go through. So something for you to maybe remember, mate.
Yeah, that's like you can do that.
Yeah. Well, he would have drew threes, by the way. On a side note, it would have been 37 all.
They would have drawn threes. He would have lost points by 18.
And steals by 3. So, he still would have lost 7-1-1, but it's not the point, right? Set your lineups. That fucking, come in the chat and saying at 10:06 I didn't set my lines, had a rough day. Mate, you could have set this fucking day a week ago. What are you on about? Saying you've had a rough day with the kids and a rough night. He also did play Paul Reed this week, by the way.
He played Paul Reed one game, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he didn't play it today.
We all expected Paul Reed to get more than 11 minutes.
No, I think Crouch and I spoke about this on draft day, and we were like, he's getting 12 minutes a game unless MB doesn't play. So Crouch is on the money there.
Okay, well on Crouch.
Yeah.
Paul Reed was the fantasy darling of the preseason after.
I get that.
Nurse was talking him up.
I get that, but realistically, he's going to be good for about 12 games a year when MB doesn't play.
Realistically, I was targeting him in like the 60s, and
I
picked him like fucking 20 or something.
25 or some shit. 28. I know 28 was MPJ. I think it was 30. Pick 30.
Ah, cool. So still 40 picks above where everyone else.
Yeah. I had 61, and I was looking at him there as well. So, it is what it is. How did Robert Williams go this week? Actually,
how did Robert Williams go this week?
8. He averaged 8, 5, 1.5 steals, 0.5 blocks. Yeah, not that great. Played 43 minutes too, so the minutes wasn't an issue.
Minutes wasn't the problem. Yeah, getting 16, 10, 2 with 3 steals and a block in 2 games is
Considering what Jalen Johnson come out and did, does that officially make him the worst pick of the draft, or is Reed still the worst pick of the draft?
Robert Williams' worst pick than Reed, purely for the draft capital spent.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Sorry, Baker. Robert Williams was. Now, look, I will give him a bit of credit. Like he pressed the wrong button in his ranking system and had Robert Williams ranked a lot higher than what he was. So he actually thought he was getting a good pick. So unlucky, but yeah, fuck me.
He pressed the wrong button on his ranking system.
Yeah, he had whatever rank. I don't know what it was. He didn't actually say what it was. He just said he had a different list. So I don't know what that was.
So he sorted them by projected blocks, I assume.
Yeah.
Or put his
idea
turnover importance up to. He's punted fucking assists instead of turnovers.
Yeah, no idea there, but he did put his hand up and say he probably should have taken Robert Williams, but it's too late now, mate. You got him, so suck in.
I want to hear this story, Baker. Come out and tell us what the fuck you did.
Yeah, no, I don't. He just literally just said something along the lines of like his list had him higher than what he actually was ranked or some shit like that. So that was based on.
I've seen Baker's handwriting. He probably just meant to pick Nerlens again.
He's got to be playing Maxi every game now as well. Like with Harden rumored not to play or whatever is going on there. So he's got 2.
His second best player, like.
Shaden Sharp actually had a good game. I saw.
Yeah, Shaden Sharp doesn't look like such a bad keeper.
No.
Simon.
Yes. 4 to 6 weeks, right, for Simons?
Something like that, yeah. Tendon injury thing.
Yeah, sucked in, Buddha.
Yeah. Suck
But
shit.
yeah, look, results. Surprises. Probably not that many. Are you going to go through our tips while we're doing this?
Yeah, we'll go through our tips. So I mean, there was no surprise except for the draw, I guess.
And how close I got, really.
And the what?
How close I got.
Oh, yeah, that was actually a huge
That
surprise.
even surprised me. So
I think most of us expected your matchup to be over by Wednesday.
we Thursday to be realistic, but yeah.
Tips wise, we both tipped Shaky to beat Baker, which obviously happened.
Mm-hmm.
We both tipped Simo.
Wow.
Both tipped Simo to beat Surge, and we just scraped over by a bee's dick there.
Wow.
Me.
And you get a wee winning this week, yeah.
We both tipped Aaron to beat Matt, so we are both losers.
Because that's how you meant to be in a draw. Meant to be no winners and only losers.
You either win or you did not win, and therefore you are a loser.
We're going to talk about that next, aren't we? That situation?
We will. So we both tipped Buddha to beat Marcus.
And then you won the other two.
And then I tipped. I tipped
So
myself.
I had to
Richo.
tip. Yeah, I had to tip Richo because we'll go different.
And you tipped yourself.
And then I'm stuck tipping myself. Man, this is an easy win for you this year, man.
Well,
I'm gonna have to get funky or start winning games.
No one said that you had to
go against you. I know, but if I'm going with myself, I've got to make up a point every week, mate. You know what I mean?
You tipped right everywhere else. So.
Yeah, look, it is what it is. Whatever. It's only for fun. You know, it's just kind of piss. Who cares?
So,
we're drinking anyway.
Maybe Aaron can buy that this year.
Yeah, well, look, I'm at my quota because I got 2 cartons and $40 of KFC, so my bets are pretty much set this year. Thanks to the carryovers.
That is good to know.
So look, let's get into this obviously we just read the group chat before we started. Brain trying to weasel out of the bet.
Okay. Let's talk about that. I thought that it was very much a long-standing understanding that we invoke the father of the boy who doesn't win clause, which obviously from The Simpsons very early episode where Bart and one of the Flanders kids, Todd, the fucking shorter one's called.
Yeah, one of them. One of the diddly-lees.
They have the mini golf tournament, and Homer and Ned have the bet that they have to mow their lawn in a dress if they're the father of the boy who doesn't win.
Yep.
They give up. They both don't win,
mm-hmm.
and Homer demands, no, look, the father of the boy who doesn't win has to do this.
Yep.
So we invoke that clause. It's a long standing tradition amongst all of our bets. So they both are the father.
They both lost.
The boy. They haven't won.
They both didn't win.
Both got a carton. You both have lost this bet. It's 2 cartons to the lead.
Now look, there's a logical.
There is no belaying that.
There's a logical way of saying they just go halves of the carton, but that's not fun, right? That's not fun.
I understand that seems fair and reasonable.
Yeah, but we're not about fair and reasonable.
I'm not fucking into that.
No. I'm with this. They both buy a carton for both not winning, and then if they want to have another bet in the second matchup, that's up to them. But to try and shift the bet to another matchup, absolutely, I believe is disgusting behaviour, and they both should be awarded a shot for even trying it.
That sets a dangerous precedent as well because
it really does
have another matchup.
Yeah, exactly. Like Baker and I only get to play each other once. We don't get fucking 2 bets, do we?
Exactly.
So I think it should be a very quick group vote on this, and I think it will pass very quickly that they both have to buy a carton because they both didn't win.
Yes, that's exactly how it should be. I was promised that the person that didn't win would buy a carton. You both didn't win. You both buy a carton. End of story.
Well, I can't wait for the 6 people that listen to us to get back to the group chat later and start this conversation, mate.
Get your pitchforks out. Aaron definitely doesn't listen, so he won't be aware of what the fuck.
No. Well, only 6 people listened last week, mate. And did you listen to it? Because we don't listen to it, right? So 6 out of 10.
No, I don't listen back on YouTube. So
pretty piss poor effort, really.
That is, yeah.
This is the number one podcast for our league. They should be listening to
Number one podcast amongst the bullshit pretend friends.
it. Yeah,
Fantasy
they don't
Basketball League.
don't even listen to us.
So I'd assume that would be what?
Sturge.
Crouch and Aaron don't listen.
I don't know who else
Who
would
else?
listen.
Marcus probably doesn't.
Yeah, Strobe wouldn't listen. No, I don't know. Strobe has been a listener, hasn't he? I'd say Serge because he's working 90 hours a week.
Yeah, maybe he hate listens. Yeah, Serge, yep.
Yeah.
And there'd be one more.
One more loser. We should be getting 10 views every week.
Yeah, we should. And I don't want that to be 9 times. Baker just hate listening.
He fucking loves the podcast, mate. So look, overall, not a bad week really. But yeah, let's get on to that bet thing. If it doesn't come up later, we'll mention it ourselves and get it going. I think.
Yeah, fucking get in there, someone. Yeah, Matt or not Matt, he won't.
He's a
Fucking
coward.
Baker, you lead this charge.
He's a dictator, mate. You're all cowards.
And you keep Baker.
Yeah, exactly right. Use those nuts of yours, bro.
I'm so glad it's back. I'm so
Yeah.
fucking glad that we're back for the season.
No, it's good, mate. It's good. Fantasy basketball is the shit. It really is. I thought it was going to be a very boring year for me, but so far it's been okay.
Well, we got to entertain ourselves some way.
Yeah, pretty much.
So
now that we've done the matchups, now that we've looked at and we've analysed the wrongdoings and right doings and whatever, well, we're going to bring in that new section, new segment, where we're going to pick our best 3 fantasy players for the week and our worst 3 for the week, with an honourable mention each for each side. I think it's a great way of looking at it. Now, basically, the way we're going to be looking at it is of individual games plus matchups, kind of a bit of a both. So it's not going to be based on their rank for the week or whether they were good or bad just by ranks. It's going to be by the matchup, bit of both. We might lean one way or the other, doesn't really matter, but that's probably how we're going to do it. Or just to be funny.
Contextualize it to the league.
Yeah, or we'll just hate someone. We want to mention their player. Like, there's definitely going to be some spite people put in there.
I reckon there's a few of you that know that you're getting some hate picks coming.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. But I'll let you go first. So are we going to start with the best or are we going to start with the worst?
Save the worst for last.
Yeah. All right. So if you go your best 3 of your mention, and then I'll go my best 3 of the mention. You can explain it whoever the fuck you want.
Yeah. So best player of the week was no question, without a doubt, Shea.
Yeah. So no bias there at all.
No bias. He just was. He's fucking great.
Mm-hmm.
He played 2 games in the NBA, and he was on my field for 2 games.
Now, yeah, that is. I'll mention that quickly. If people haven't played these players for the 100% of the amount of games, they're not going to make the list as well. Either list.
Yes. Yeah. So I do get to that. So I had Luka. Actually, I had like a tie between Luka and Donovan Mitchell for second.
Donovan because he didn't play today, so that kind of hurt him a bit. But yeah, his 2 games were pretty good. Without him, I would have been screwed.
Yeah, he dragged you to
Kind of makes my trade last year really good at the moment.
You'd be feeling good about having
Yeah, we'll get through that when we get to the worst 3.
The
honourable mention for the week.
Bite your tongue there. So third best, Derek White.
Yeah,
I thought was fucking.
He wasn't average at all, was he? He was very above average.
He was sick, and he pretty much him being so much above expectations could pretty much one crouch the week in what.
He had a fucking. It was shitting me off, to be honest.
Yeah,
I was very
Crouch
pissed
won
off.
by 1 block and 1 3.
6 threes and 4 blocks in 2 games.
In 2 games, White's had. Yeah.
Like, no one thought he would, until Drew came, they probably expected games like this. But then when Drew came, everyone's like, Derek White's just going to go back to his, boring self.
Yeah.
So to see him play pretty well still in that system, he only averaged 20, 26, 20 and 6 rebounds with, 2 assists, 1.5 steals, 2 blocks. But that's in his position as like the fourth guy. That's really good, and way above expectations. So definitely worth a mention there. Pissed me off.
21 shots for the week.
Pissed me off. He really did.
Yeah. Honourable mentions. You've got one. We'll go with Max Struess.
Yes.
He would 100% have been on this list, but Simo benched him for the first game.
Yeah.
And then his second game was meh.
Yeah, his game today was ridiculous.
Yeah, great game today. Fucking insane game. First night for the Cavs. Simo's bench, so it doesn't count for the league, so it doesn't count for this.
Yeah. So, look, my three, maybe a little bit biased too, but I went Donovan's number one. I just thought without him, I would have lost.
What a surprise.
I would have lost 8-1 without him. I think he had that much impact on our matchup because he got blocks this week too.
Yeah, he fucking dragged you into relevance.
He really did. I did have Shea as number two. Just keeps on keeping on. Let's hope you make playoffs with him this year. Number three might actually surprise some people, but I went Scotty Barnes from the Raptors.
Doesn't surprise me at all. Scotty Barnes is sick this week.
He had a massive week. Like he did a triple double, didn't he? One of the games, I'm pretty sure. I haven't got his that matchup up. But yeah.
No, he didn't. He did actually. Yeah, in the second game.
Yeah. He's just he had 9 blocks as well in 3 games. Like he's just an all-round amazing performance. Like Richard didn't win, but wow, yeah, Scotty Barnes, yeah, he's he might be taking over Toronto, I reckon. To be honest,
he might be the man there with that Luka.
He might be the man. Now my honorable mention, and I've only gave him an honorable mention because he didn't get played all week. But he had an amazing week. I've told Shaky for the last 2 weeks I hope he dies so I can trade for him. And that's Duran. But he didn't.
Was amazing.
He didn't play him on match day 1. So which is pretty sad to be honest. But yeah, Duran, my God. He had a massive week. I think on Basketball Monster he was actually ranked 1 for the week. If you want to go by that or anything.
Totals peers.
Per game he was super.
Look by totals he is. He was the first name that I wrote down that wasn't Shea Gilgeous-Alexander for
So Lillard was number 1 per game, but yeah, total it was Duran. Duran was number 11 per game, but that doesn't matter. I think he was amazing, and he would have made my 3 if Shaky actually played him.
Shaky also playing Baker.
Kind of
matchups doesn't matter.
Kind of matters a little bit, doesn't it? But you just can't take away that he had a great week. So look, I think we've done the best. We've done the best. Now it's time for the worst. I'm going to start the worst.
You go.
Now, this number 1.
This
number 1 is purely based on Fred getting traded. He would. Serge would be going, licking his lips, going, "Oh, this guy is going to dominate." He was part of the Donovan trade last year, and my number 1 worst player for the week is no other than fucking Pascal Siakam. His week was horrific. Let me get that matchup up quickly. But it wasn't
spicy. Wasn't a spicy week.
There was no spicy meatballs going on there. That's for sure. My internet, obviously, because I live in Kenya, takes its time. But let's go through it because it's. I can't. Oh my God! So he shot 15 of 40. 6 threes. It's not too bad for him. His free throw was about normal. But yeah, in 3 games to only score 44 points, 22 rebounds, and 12 assists, with only getting 1 steal, 1 block, in the situation that he's in, I honestly believe that's fucking horrific. Like the worst outcome Serge could have.
10 fouls.
Yeah. Horrible.
Those are Toronto trade rumors are going to come back.
Oh, they're going to be there all year, mate. And they should be. And then Toronto should be getting rid of him because you could clearly see from the first week of fantasy that Barnes is the man. Like he's shown it already. But yeah, had Siakam. Now, number 2 is another one of my shaky mates, Wendell Carter.
I love this pick. He was He was
Far
super
out.
average.
He was below average by so fucking far. Horrible week. Absolute shocking week. He played 2 games. He scored 16 points, 17 rebounds, 2 steals. Shot 6 of 17 for a center. That's just horrible. Horrible.
That's a big old yikes.
And someone with such a high.
From the field.
It's just it's I don't get it with him. I actually like him. So that's a horrible week. And number 3, another Orlando man. This was purely a hate pick because I'm sick and tired of Buddha talking him up like he's fucking the next big thing, and that's Palau Banchero. He just a nothing week. Mainly because he's got look. If Buddha didn't own him, he probably wouldn't be in the list. But having that extra spice of spite. We love spite in this league.
We do love spite.
There's nothing better than a bit of spite.
Spite is a great.
Where the fuck is his name? Palau, there he is. So 2 games, 26 points, 12 and 9, 3 steals, shot 8 of 18, 10 of 16 from the free throw. Not a great week.
That's a real Julius Randle line.
Yeah, it really is. Someone was it you that told me you think Paolo's a Julius Randle 2.0? Was it you that said that to me?
I said that. That's definitely my take on Paolo.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that. To be honest, like I know Buddha's going to come back and he's going to say what he says and he's going to hype his player up so he can trade him later for overs.
He's going to say that I'm trying to trade for.
Yeah, look, yeah. Well, but if both of us are doing it, he can't say it. If it's me saying, "No, you're an idiot, Gordo," then I understand why that rumor comes. But he makes my list. I hope it continues to be shit, Buddha, because fuck you. But yeah. So my mention didn't play a game this week, but I got to put him in here just for the lols, and that's Bradley Beal. Thanks for Franz. Thanks for your pick, mate. Enjoy having Bill fucking annoy you for the whole year with these type of weeks because it happens more than often than these days. But it's purely in there just because he didn't play, and it's just funny. It's funny. It's hilarious, really.
Also, have you looked at Paul George's stats for the week?
Yeah.
Paul George is pretty good.
Yeah,
I think Crouch is okay with it.
Paul George is good. Like it's fine, but no, this isn't a hate pick. This is just a low pick because he traded for him. And he hasn't played. He didn't play the first 3 games with a sore back. That's just the funny thing about it. But yeah, that's mine.
Classic Bill getting injured. That's standard.
Out with back spasms. Get used to it.
So my honourable mention for worst pick is actually probably maybe a best pick as well.
Oh.
Just a real honourable mention. Matt Barain, who played 7 minutes and 47 seconds. He shot 0 of 2, 0 points. He got 1 assist. He got 1 steal. Committed a foul. Didn't score. He got 2 rebounds. Those 2 rebounds in those 8 minutes were invaluable to Matt. That's the reason he won. So fielding someone for 2 rebounds and nothing else, 1 steal, 1 assist in 8 minutes is fucking gross. But,
wow.
That really should have been the worst player.
Oh yeah, my God, I didn't even see him. Holy crap! Yeah, was that a day 1 pick? Like first game of the
I think it was today.
Oh. That was his game today.
It was his game today. So.
I understand the draft and grabbing him, but you don't play him, bro. What the fuck? Jesus. Yeah, right. Fuck.
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah, he probably would have made my list if I realised, but he didn't. But yeah, it's gross. Like good pick there.
So that's brilliant. So third worst of the week, Kobe White.
Kobe White.
He played well yesterday, actually. Really
yes, he did have 1 good game for the week, didn't he?
Yeah, so he was on my bench for the first game.
Yeah.
Which was a fine game. And then I played him and he went 17, 6 and 8. Anyone that paid attention today would have seen that Kobe White, after about 20 minutes, hadn't registered a stat, and he was on track for a 20 trillion.
20 trillion.
Yeah, so he ended up playing 28 minutes for 0 points on.
Wow.
But he got 2 rebounds and an assist
in a game where Levine scored 51.
Yeah.
Well.
But he definitely just gets on my worst of the week here for shooting.
Yeah.
5 of 9 field.
So blokes might see a trend.
Kicking the screen back into that matchup.
Blokes might see a trend that when it comes to the worst, it does one bad game. You don't have to play them. They're going to get in there. Much different to the best. So I know they're going to come at us for that. So I just wanted to mention it. That
it's just about context in the matchup, really.
Yeah.
Kobe White.
The last 3, like the worst 3 are just guys that like that and Isaac, perfect picks. Perfect picks. My God, horrible.
When I saw that, but it's won that the week.
At least you put your own player in there, though, mate. Congrats for that.
Oh, it's all about integrity here.
But then 2 games, 17, 8, and 9, 5 of 19 shooting. It's not great. The 2 games that you played him.
No. Yeah.
Deserved.
The average across the 2. The average across is not.
Yeah, not fair enough. Good pick.
The 1 game was good, but yeah. Second worst of the week. This is like not, this was the worst player you could have played, but it's more about him just being well below expectations and costing a matchup. So we already covered Marcus lost by 2 3-pointers. He drew rebounds. Lost
I know where you're going with this.
5.5. Do you know how many threes DeJounte Murray hit this week?
Oh, I would suggest or guess less than 2.
Less than 2. Oh, okay. You'd be right. DeJounte Murray in 2 games hit 0 threes. DeJounte Murray had 9 rebounds in 2 games, which is like, okay, that sounds fine for a guard, but
not him.
Was bang on, like he averages 9.
Like his 2 game stats could be a 1 game for him.
Yeah. 29, 9, 12 with 1 steal and 1 block. So 2 defensive stats for the week. No 3-pointers. And when you make no 3-pointers, you're expected to have a decent field goal.
Your field goal should be near 50, right? Yeah, it should be near 50.
35.
Wow. 31 shots on 29 points.
It is a gross week. And like Marcus has made less than 33 pointers as a team.
Yeah, 29. Wow.
Below league average 3-pointers. And then he is so far below league average field goal.
And all this shit talk about Saddiq Bey, and he plays him for 1 game, and it was a shit game. Well, he had 5 steals in his first game, but just quietly. And he played him for the 5-point game. All this shit talk about him.
25-minute game too, so 5 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist.
Yeah, he'll be back to the bench pretty quickly. You'd assume.
That's worse than Jonathan.
That's your number 2. That's your number 2, isn't it?
That's number 2. Yeah.
Wow.
Worst player of the week. Let's go back to my matchup. We've got Richo.
Oh, it's a Richo one.
Big off-season addition, Walker Kessler.
Oh,
for the week. Yes. For the week, Walker Kessler through 3 games played 66 minutes 54 seconds. In those 66 minutes 54 seconds, Walker Kessler produced 17 points, 17 rebounds, 1 assist. And for the guy who was supposed to lead the league in blocks, 2 blocks.
And gave up pick 12, which is like before keepers are cut off. Pick 12 is a high pick for a 6th keeper, correct?
Yeah, normally when you're like trading for those picks for keepers, you're just going after like your last keeper slot, and it's like, this guy's gonna get dropped anyway, so it's like, you can have like pick 30 for him. That's a nice upgrade.
Who did Buddha trade pick 12 with? Was that with Richo? So he got pick 12 back, by the way, in the draft. Buddha traded pick 9 for it.
Oh, right, yeah.
So he actually traded pick 12 for Kessler, then traded pick 9 for pick 12 back. I think it was 12 and 19, or one of them picks.
What did that turn into?
I don't know who pick 12 ended up being. I'm trying to look at his team. Was it DeRozan? Did DeRozan go at 12? I think so.
12 was DeRozan, 9 was Rozier.
Yeah. And I think was it pick 20 or 21? I can't remember what the other second round pick was that Buddy gave up. Or was it 17? I can't remember. It was one of his second rounders as well.
29, Richo picked Derek Lively.
What about the pick before that? It was one of Budda's second rounders.
PJ Washington.
What pick was that?
Buddha and 20 and 17 was Buddha's pick, Kyle Kuzma. But if they did that on the day,
yeah, it was on the day.
Yeah, so that would have been 21. So Richo's pick Lively.
Yeah,
so he turned that pick. Yeah.
Lively didn't have too bad of a start of his career. So
Lively's been better than Walker Kessler.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
So pretty rough start for Richo and Walker.
Yeah, no issue with picking up Lively. I was looking at him definitely, but not for a bit later. I didn't think anyone else was as switched on. But yeah, Kessler, wow, for what you paid, yeah, definitely. That's a good one.
Yeah, he to have like a Walker Kessler type and to lose rebounds to me, who I'm firmly very average rebounding.
Yeah, 140 rebounds. That's low for Richo. Oh.
Yeah. Even with a low week, like low games week,
that's some good picks. Good solid picks there. So look, if you're angry about your player being on there, it's fucking tough titties. We don't give a shit. I want your feedback.
Get better players.
Yeah. If your players weren't shit, they wouldn't be on the list. So deal with that. All right. That great little segment. I think we're gonna do that every week. It's a great one.
Definitely.
I like that because it's got a massive chance of causing chaos too, which I like.
Yeah, looking forward to getting the pushback on. Oh no, my guy was really good.
I can't wait for new Burgs to have his say on it. Cannot wait for that.
Burger Jr.
Yeah, definitely. Can't wait for that. It's been fun all week actually with that.
I'm sure he's an avid listener.
You can't be Burgs and not listen to the podcast, mate. So I hope he plays the role well.
That's a good point. We'll have to change his nickname or make sure he's been listening to it.
Yeah, true. Part of that nickname is listening to the pod. Any other contentious stuff come up this week?
I don't know. Can't.
Like we obviously ranted on about the fixture for a while in the group chat.
You and your fucking fixture, strength of schedule bullshit. Settle down.
I think there's ways of making it better. It's definitely not going to be perfect ever, no matter what we do. I feel it can be improved a little bit.
I don't know what you wanted. You made the playoffs last year. You have a schedule accordingly.
I think I think this is what I don't like is it's the seedings. I think the seedings can be done better.
The seedings.
Yeah, as in done before the season starts rather than after the end of last season. Because teams chop and change, teams go for it, teams tank, all that sort of stuff. So the fixture should be based on that. There's not. That's it. That's all I want to change. I just want it based on.
You want to make it based off our opinion rather than projections.
We use a fantastic site called Basketball Monster that we rely on a lot for one of our rules. We rely on it. It's it makes a decision on 7 keepers.
But we rely on it just to collate the data at the end of the season for that. We're not relying on projections.
It's still in our constitution, mate. Basketball Monster's in our constitution, bud. Can't be taken out.
First of all, when I'm American, we call it a constitution. It's just the league rules. Secondly, that's fucking we just use it to count numbers at the end of a season.
Yeah, and that's what I want it used for, to count numbers. I don't want it to be used for anything else.
You're talking about my team has changed now. So what, you want to do it based on projections?
Well, this is what happened the last 2 seasons. This is the example. So I was beast bullshit cunt, and then I got a really tough draw last year, and I made the playoffs. Then shit, I still got a tough draw. So you can't really win. So you're trying to. Your argument is, but if you crap, you get a better draw. Well, no, you don't. You just don't. It's proven that you don't get one when you shit.
How did you get a tough draw last year?
How? Well, I played all the fucking top teams from the year before. Plus, I didn't get the 2 tanking teams twice. That's a tough draw.
But by what? But those teams, the teams that you played, like they're not the same team going into the next year. We just based it off the last year. And if you happen to if Buddha tanks 1 year and you get him twice in that year, but then the next year he's like treated as a bad team, and you do get him twice, but he's good now. Like tough shit. That's the way the schedule works. It's fluid.
No, I get it, but I consistently year after year get fucking hard draws, and I'm just over it. Like this year definitely. There's teams that play myself, Baker, and Strobes 3 times. Ridiculous. Shouldn't happen.
Who plays you 3 times?
I did it all in the group chat. I've written this down because I didn't think we were going to talk about it.
Didn't we remove is anyone getting played 3 times? You guys voted that out.
Oh, maybe it's 3. No, sorry, it was playing the 3 bottom teams twice, which only is 4 teams.
Right, Crouch and Richo, I think.
There's 2 others, mate. There's definitely 2 others. I did do my research for that one. I think it was Buddha as well, maybe Shaky, but it was for 4 teams to basically get 6 free wins. It matters to you guys going for playoffs too.
You only just lost this week.
Yeah, that was a fluke, mate. It's a fucking fluke. What are you on about? It's a pure fluke.
If you played Alec Burks today, you draw.
Yeah, I would have drawn. Yeah, of course, but
I'm still have a free win.
But I'm still going to have
this year.
I'm going to be a very, very free win a lot of the time.
Well, you fucking better be when you play me this time instead of bullshit.
No, it's look, the fixture is logically speaking, it is what it is, right? But I'm just sick and tired of getting fucked over in it. Like for the health of the league, having me and Baker play twice would be amazing, mate.
Oh no! For the health of the league, you guys playing once is fucking.
No, I could have been over. Like I'll go what you just said. I could have been over today. Like Strobes play Baker next week. If Strobes wins that, then maybe your one matchup matters. But it could have been over this week. And then your whole emphasis on the matchup matters wouldn't have fucking mattered.
That's the way it happens. That's the way it works. Oh well, we don't get that big joyous Owen off. Like,
well, you're probably going to get it because Strobes should be Baker next week, right?
I hope so. I hope we get it. But like,
I'll just beat Butter and I'll just beat Butter and be fine, mate.
Sure, go on, try and do that. Like, the schedule only seems hard to you every year
because it is.
What would make it easier? Not playing the good teams. Who's the good teams?
We are basically the AFL. We're never going to have an even fair fixture, and I'm going to bring it up every year because it's fun to talk about. Doesn't mean I really care about it that much, but I understand that we're not going to get a fair fixture because we don't play each other twice, right? We are very much the AFL. We've tried the conference stuff, and I don't think it really works, to be honest. But I'm glad we've at least tried it.
You think it would be a fair fixture to simply play every team twice?
Well, yeah, everyone plays everyone twice. Like, there's no excuses, right? Or there was, or we play everybody once, and then where you are through everybody playing once on the ladder, if you're the bottom 6, you then play those bottom 5. If you're the top 6, you play them top 5, or something like that. Like, there's different ways of doing it that we could look into.
That would be way like leaning into the team being 7 for that point.
Or do the conferences based on that ladder after the first round for the last lot of fixtures.
That just helps the team that's like just outside the playoffs.
No, but the conferences don't though. They don't really change. They're not that crazy leaning either way. Because you're not playing. You're only playing 2 of the bottom 6 because they're in your conference, right? Does that make sense? Whereas there's a chance with the conferences the way they are that 5 of those teams in the top 6 can be in your conference from the year before. So you're playing 5 of them. Does that make more sense to you, mate?
I think my conference is a hard one. Are we in the same conference?
I think we are, yeah.
I don't care. I don't look at it. Like, who gives a fuck? I think
I couldn't even tell you who the conferences are, mate.
You could argue that it's unfair the teams that get to play markets through the first 20 games of the season.
Yeah, without jar. Yeah. Well, that's not. But That's nothing to do with the fixture though. That's just more to do with Jar.
But that is, we knew all year that he was going to be suspended.
Yeah, but
And so
the,
like those
the strength
those
the
matchups
strength
are more
of
valuable.
the strength of a fixture, it should not be based on injury or suspension. Basically, that's silly.
But it should be based on
Like what I'd like to do is you play one once, then you have your where you're on the ladder, then you do your seedings for your conference there. So then you're at least guaranteed to play 2 people in the bottom 6. Whereas you're not guaranteed that right now twice. You're not guaranteed that. You're just not. Like right now, halfway through the year, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do the standings as a test, and I'm going to see what the conferences is and would be, and see how much of a difference it makes. Because it's got to be talked about, mate.
No, it does. I think lamenting about like, oh, I've had a rough schedule is fine. I think like saying that it's not good and we need to fix this now. Like fucking no, who cares? Get better.
We're never going to make it perfectly fair. I'll stand by that right now. That's definitely correct.
Yeah, we're
Because
not. So just
we are
fucking
the AFL.
Don't worry
Get
about it.
better.
There's always going to be something you can complain about. There's always going to be something. Oh, I played
Of
Marcus like
course.
after Christmas and Jar was back. Oh, you know, like Aaron had
Chaos,
Harden
mate.
back.
You're not thinking about the chaos. All you're thinking about is logic right now. We don't need that logic here.
No, I'm thinking about like the chaos needs to be more thought through.
Nah, see, that's the thing about chaos, man. It doesn't need to be thought about. It just happens. Chaos isn't meant to be structured. It's not meant to be any of that shit. It's just meant to be thrown at you, and that's it.
Mate, my whole life is organised chaos. So don't tell me you can't organise chaos.
See, organised chaos is one of the shittest sayings ever. It is. There's no such thing as organised chaos, mate.
It's organised if I know where it is.
So, look, are we going to get into our tips for next week?
Let's get into our tips for next week.
Let's get into something fucking bit better.
So the first matchup we've got is the food is hot. You need a tray.
You fucking hate that name.
Shaky versus Simo.
Oh, Shaky versus Simo. Damn, this is going to be a good matchup, actually. Yeah, it's going to be a good matchup.
They have completely contrasting teams.
Yeah. That's why it's going to be a good one.
What categories are in play?
Oh, look, I haven't looked at it that deep. Come on, mate. I don't know. By the way, on a side note, Ben Simmons had a decent start. By the way, to the year, just quietly.
Did he? I switched off after I sent the
yeah, his first game was post. Look, he was 4-10-9 with a block in the first game, and then the second game was 10-10-8, 2 steals, 2 blocks. You know, that's if you're drafting Simmons, that's what you're drafting him for. That type of game there, the second one. So
yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, like that's the Simmons that we know. Obviously, you know, more points would be nice, but whatever. The rest of it's like perfect. So it's just a side note.
That's not bad.
Yeah, I don't mind the Simmons pick in the end at all. I don't know. Oh, I don't fucking know.
So free throw is going to be important there.
Yeah, I think so. That's probably one that's going to be close, right?
Points should be important.
Yeah, I'm just looking at this week's stats quickly. Yeah, it's going to be
smash him. Shaky should comfortably win rebounds. Simo, well, I would have said Simo should comfortably win blocks, but Shaky looks like he's a lot better in that now.
Yeah, he is now. Yeah.
Better
than what he has been, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Shaky.
I want to go Shaky too, but you know what, man? Simo, I need you, mate. All right, make it happen. I need these points. I'm already behind. I'll go with Simo. Yeah.
All right,
well, come on, Jane. Get it done.
Good tough matchup to start.
Yeah, that's a good matchup.
Yeah.
Good one.
Surge versus Crouch.
Surge versus Crouch. Oh, God. I don't think Crouch could have another week that he had this week, to be honest.
I think if Crouch hasn't had the week he had this week, he still wins. So.
Oh, yeah, I'm thinking Crouch too. We're both thinking the same there.
Yeah, I don't think there's much of a question there. Burgs versus Buddha.
Fuck me. This is one matchup I might be able to fucking fluke another one. Wouldn't that be great? Beating Buddha. That'd be amazing. After I've got his first round pick too.
You've got his first round pick.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So I'm hoping for him to like lose a few early ones and then go, fuck it, I've had enough of this shit. Just roll him. Buddha should win, obviously. So you obviously tipping Buddha.
Cleveland has 3 games for Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, I figured he wouldn't have 4. I haven't really looked at it that far, by the way.
I don't know who good players are. Houston have 3.
Yeah, Sengun, Sabonis probably. They have 3.
Sacramento also has 3. So there's no big advantage there for Buddha.
Yeah, look, Buddha should be. He's got a better team, but you never know. You never know. Fabulous Tillman might get me over the line.
I'm going to tip you.
Fucking.
I'm going to tip you.
Wanker. Pussy old. So pussy.
Fuck you, Buddha. I believe in you.
Right. It's a fair enough assessment, really. That's what you need to say.
I believe in you, Ben. You can do this.
Oh, thanks, mate. Appreciate it.
Matt, Jimmy ate well.
Here we go.
Have you listened
the Battle of the
Well
Punters? No, I haven't. I'm sorry. I need to. I'll probably know the song or whatever they're famous for.
Bleed American or The Middle, like everyone knows these songs.
I would probably know the songs, mate. But if
early
a boomer,
2000s fucking bangers.
If a boomer like me doesn't know the band, then the name's shit, isn't it? Like Richo said, like Richo's assessment of the names were perfect, by the way.
No, Richo was so wrong. Richo doesn't get points for being uncultured.
But anyway, let's get to the important part. This is the Battle of the Punters.
Richo versus Matt. Oh, it's Matt so easily.
It should be. Definitely should be Matt. Definitely. The Bucks obviously got more than one game, so that should just be the thing.
Oh yeah, we opened the week with a Giannis back-to-back, so it could just be over by then.
Yeah.
Marcus versus Baker.
Oh God. I have to go with Marcus, right? I'd love to see Baker, but.
But you just know that if Baker looks at his matchup on Friday and sees, oh no, I'm a chance of winning, he's just going to do something to fuck it up because he doesn't want to win for some reason. And
I don't know what's that bad this year, right?
What just happened this morning? We just had it happen this morning.
I'll allow it temporarily. Just thinking.
But it did just happen. So I'm not trusting.
You can't. Like I said in the group chat, trusting Baker's like me trusting a plastic chair. You just don't, right? You just don't. So yeah, Strobel obviously.
Yeah. So
as much as I want to go different to get some points back, I'm not stupid.
We've tipped the exact same way so far. And then it's me versus Aaron in the last.
I went one different, didn't I? I went Simo.
Yes, you went Simo on the first. I went Shake.
You versus Aaron. Oh, fucking hell, another good matchup.
Well, obviously, I'm backing myself to win that, even if it wasn't the rule.
Yeah, I'm going to go Aaron because I'm 2 behind. But I think this is a really 50-50 matchup.
Yeah. Haven't checked games limits.
Yeah, what do your 2 boys have? Could be a big difference.
OKC has a 4-game week. Denver has a 5-game week.
They have a 5-game week? Are you fucking kidding?
5-game week. Yeah.
What? Fuck me.
That's assuming that I've got these dates input right on Basketball Monster, but yeah.
No way, bro. What were your dates? 29th to the 4th? Yeah, so it's an extra day to us. Yeah, we're the 30th to the 5th, our week.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
To the 4th.
Yeah, well, fuck, hard to bet against you, but I hope he gets injured.
The Clippers only have 3 games, though. I believe there's a back-to-back in there, so good chance I only get 1 game out of Kawhi.
Yeah, okay. Fuck, man.
That's also a factor, but yeah.
Like,
5 games of Jokic is nice.
I've got a tip. Can I change my tip after that?
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah. I'll have to pick you after that information. I have to, because he's got 3 Boston players too. How many games do they have? They'd only have 3, wouldn't they? They had 3 this week.
Boston, yeah, they've only got 3 games.
Yeah, nah, definitely. I can't be picking fucking. I was very big on Aaron because of his draft picks. I just don't think he got it right. Like Vooch has been horrible. Like he had 10, 11, and 15, didn't he? In 15 he traded to me for Drew, so he's got Drew for that.
Yeah, right.
And Vooch was one of them. Who was his other pick? Grant. Grant.
Pick.
Was it Grant?
Jeremy Grant was one that I looked at for worst players of the week.
Grant and Vooch. Like he just had to draft sensible and he'd be up there.
I thought that Vucevic was like a sensible pick for where he was. That was where I projected him to go.
Yeah, I thought he'd go first round, but he hasn't started well.
No, but that was a expected drop.
It's kind of like dropped him back if that's to the pack, you know what I mean? Like, he could have been way above people with his keepers and his picks compared to the other guys who were contending who had not as many good picks, you know? One of them, you know? Bahrain, these type of guys.
Yeah, it's only week 1.
Oh, yeah. No, with those games, though,
he'll live and die by.
Look, 2-time champ, mate. You can't really bag him at all, really. Let's be realistic about it. Much as I despise them, much as I despise those 3 idiots, you know, actions speak louder than words, you know.
Yeah. He'll fully just live and die by his Boston trio.
Yep, pretty much.
Towns season, I guess.
Yeah, he's relying a lot on Towns. Fuck me, I didn't even look at Towns this week. I've lost so much interest in that guy. I'm not loving him.
Average.
Yeah, very average. Fuck.
Average.
Extremely average, actually.
Nice block numbers in the first game.
He could have been up there for worse in the week as well. Shooting 35%.
Yeah, the shooting numbers didn't.
15 and 10 a game. Ugh. Yeah, like I said, 4 blocks is good for him. That's rare for him.
Look at it, but the shooting numbers didn't really affect it too much, and he got 20 rebounds.
It actually hurts. It actually hurts him not being the number 1 mentally.
Yeah, which is funny because he's just not.
Yeah, no, but mentally it hurts him. I don't think he would like Edwards being the guy.
Yeah, I reckon he's a bit checked out.
He's checked out for 2 years, hasn't he? Great trade. Got rid of him. Great trade. And
yeah,
I probably traded the players that I got for him about 4 times since, so that's all right.
They've come back around 3 or 4 times.
Yeah. All right, so we've got another new section, haven't we? I'll let you talk about it. And then we'll get into it.
So I think you just had something that you wanted to say, didn't you?
So look,
calling this one Burgs
goes boom. Burg goes boom.
Burgs goes boom. We'll get a little sound drop for this at some point, but this is going to be you having a rant.
Basically, a rant about something for the week. Now, Aaron actually came to me about this, active Aaron. That's why I like active Aaron. He goes, look, we need to have a section just for you where you just go off your fucking tree at something. He gave me some names. I liked one of them, but apparently we can't use that because someone else uses it, and he's an actual dicklord. So we won't defame him on our podcast, mate. We have thousands of listeners. But so this week there was 2 choices for me to go boom. One was not making your games cap, but I'm letting people off this week because it's week 1. But what I'm gonna go fucking off about, 2 blokes on draft day went at me all year about driving home last year. Going off, hope you fucking stay the distance, hope you get drunk this time, you're a pussy, all this shit. Guess which two motherfuckers were first to leave draft day? Have a guess. Have a guess. Who do you think it is, Gordon?
I'm going to take a stab at Tom Van Shake and Daniel DeLoya.
The absolute fucking disgrace of humans who literally 12 months I gave me shit for this. Oh, I'm not in the mood. Let's go. Then we get to to Shakey's house and he vomits 18 times on the grass. It's fucking 10:30. And then Buddha was just like, you at your fucking miserable worst. He was just an absolute miserable bastard. So look, to use two fucking weasels, I fucking hope you have a better draft day next year because that was pathetic. I was keen to stay longer but no. So, that's my rant for this week. Fucking used to, mate. Disgraceful. Disgraceful little weasels.
They for the two that bang on about draft day being Christmas, I found this quite funny to learn.
I think it was a no-brainer for me to rant about that first because they talk about it, because they're married with 14 kids and they don't get to do anything fun and they got fucking their balls in their missus' purses. Well, that's how you acted, mate. That's how you acted on draft day, like your fucking balls in your missus' fucking purses, mate. Disgusting behaviour. I think Crouch, I know you listen to us, mate. They deserve a shot each for that. 100%. Just don't give Shaky 4 shots though, because you'll vomit like he's giving birth to a fucking evil fucking spirit, mate. All right. But yeah, that's it. Berg goes boom. That was a good way. Good way to start.
Yep, that's good. Good start.
Thanks to Aaron for that idea. I think it's a great one.
Looking forward to a weekly boom at
someone
or something.
We have to cause the boom to be able to talk about the boom sometimes, but that's okay.
I'm sure there'll be enough content to create.
Yeah, there's always enough content, mate. Always. But yeah, so Baker, just on you, mate. Very lucky to get away from the boom this week. All right, I'll let you off.
He's going to do it again next week. So.
Oh, look, it's a great chance. There's a great chance it's going to happen, mate.
He will get to Thursday, Friday, and see.
Oh fuck! I better bench some players.
Of not losing. Yeah.
Still, I honestly don't think. Honestly, don't think it's that bad this year with him. But we'll see. That's like proofs in the pudding, right? Proofs in the pudding.
No, he's already tanking for Cooper Flag in 2025.
I couldn't even tell you who the fucking number 1 prospect is for next year, mate. I haven't even looked that deep. It's definitely not Wemby, that's for sure.
I don't know about 2024, but yeah, 2025, I reckon Cooper Flag is
the
number 1 pick, and yeah, that's
big hype.
Big hype.
Might have to do some research. So again, I'm going to be good when I shouldn't be. I'm going to be shit when I shouldn't be. Is that what's going to happen here, mate? Fucking hell.
You'll be shit. You just be shit again. Yep.
Yeah, well, there could be a chance of that. This guy's. It's like a projected sick day, That's how we're going to play it. Project, like when you book in a sick day without booking it in.
Every other week.
Exactly right, mate. You earn them, you take them.
Every other season.
Good to have NBA back though, right?
I'm so fucking glad it's back.
Yeah, really good.
I really enjoy just being glued to my phone at work for 10 hours.
Hey, whatever gets you through the day better, mate. I'm all for it, to be honest.
Yeah, big fan, Mister. Just so fucking happy it's back. Anything else we got for this week?
I was just going to say well done to Simo on actually picking a decent name after his piss poor effort.
Good rectification of that.
And the karma came, didn't it? He got the karma for that.
He did, yeah.
The Surge, take note, mate. Do a full punishment. The karma does come back to you, mate.
It's important.
It is.
It's important to keep the fantasy gods happy. Where we've learnt that over a decade.
Got to appease the gods, mate.
Yeah. So keep that in mind, Surge, you fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, very true. Agree. Totally second that, mate. Good way to end it, though.
Yeah, good way to end it. Shaky, I hope Jalen Duran does.
Yeah, look, I just want everyone's players that I'm playing against to play well. I'm being nice. I don't want anyone's players to die. Just make sure put all your players play well this week, mate, please.
Well, I hope your players die too, except for the one.
That you want to trade? Yeah.
Schengen.
Yeah, Sangy. Yeah.
We love him, and he will be the most improved player in the NBA this year. Hot tip, anyone that hasn't.
Trust me, I hear from Wood every second day, mate, so Wood reminds me every second day.
Mate, $50 on him for most improved is going to be $1,200 in the year.
Well, I think just like Chet for Rookie of the Year is a great value as well.
We're not a gambling show, a bit more wholesome than that, but
well, yeah, no, we're just
still Victor for me.
I actually won't put any money on it because I don't bet, but I'm just it's just
still
a thought,
Victor
mate.
For me. I'm
just
looking
a thought.
Forward to
some
idiots getting on Chet and
it's the value. Yeah, it's just a value bet, right? And they'll bring Victor down a bit, and everyone gets back on him again. It'll be fine.
Yep.
That's how the system works.
Exactly how it's going to be.
Yep, and then the value for Wemby. We'll come back in 2 weeks' time and say, "Oh, well, Wemby's great value."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he'll be $2.50 by then.
Yeah, exactly right.
All right, that'll do us for the first week of regular season play here on the Bullshit Friends Fantasy Basketball Podcast.
Pleasure as always, mate. And
we'll be back next week.
That's it. Great work. See you next week, you fucking scumbags.